three small, simple remaining features. The first feature is this one. You'll notice we see no footer at all when we haven't added any items. That's feature 1. Feature 2 is this one that counts the number of remaining items. And feature 3 is this one, which lets you clear the completed items. And it only appears when there is something it can clear. Okay, all of this is based on to-do list logic, which we've all encompassed in this to-do logic file. We need a few functions to answer 3 questions. One is how many items are there? The other is how many complete items are there and how many incomplete items are there. So let's make those. Export const get number of items as a function of the state, and that is simply state items length. Export const get number of completed. Let's use the done list state done filter value, and anyone where the value is true is going to be in the result, and we just return the length of the result. Conversely, export const get number of incomplete is state, we call them active. Get number of active state done filter value where it's not done. Why don't we call this done to make it clear? And length. There we go. This answers all the questions we'll need to know. And we'll need one transform that removes all the completed ones. Let's make that one as well. Export const clear completed. And what we'll do is we'll say that the done is state done filter done, and anyone that is not done can stay. Same with items, state items filter, and we don't care about the text, but we do care about the index so that we can look it up in state done index. If it is done, or rather if it is not done, it can stay. And then we return a copy of the new state with these new lists, items and done. That will have removed all the ones that are done. So we can save that. Now let's go into our to-do list where we have access to these functions, and we can define 2 more views. Export const, let's call it item count for the model, and we will say let n be to-dos get number of active for the model, and we simply just return a paragraph with the text n plus items left. We need to import p. Oh, looks like we already imported it, but I think we need to import text. There we go. Let's oh, forgot a parent. And let's export const clear button for the model, where here we want to count the number of done ones so that we can show it only if it's greater than 0. Let n be equal to to-dos get number of completed for the model. If not n, which is to say it's 0, just return false. That will render nothing. Otherwise, return a button with onClick model. Oh, we never made an action of it. It's still just a function. So let's wire the action up here. Clear completed. Map to-dos clear completed. We can go back and say onClick model clear completed. Add text where we say clear completed. And I think we need to import the button as well. Oh, it was already imported. Okay, finally, the main view is the one that renders this footer. So we need to give it a function to call to say if there are items or not. And we'll return that one right here next to the model and right next to add item is items. And we will take the state and let nb todos get number of items from the substate for this module, and if n is greater than 0, we return true or we return false. And actually we can simplify all this by just casting that result into a boolean much shorter. So let's do that. Okay, now let's use all this stuff in the main file. So for the footer, todos is items state, and if it is, then we render the footer. Otherwise, wait, we don't need the question mark, we just say and. So only if there are items will we render the footer. Now in the footer, we can put the to-do list item count to-dos, and we will put the to-do list clear button for to-dos. And that should do it. We made a mistake. I see what it is. We can't say to-dos is just the model. We need to use the instance of to-do list to get the items. Here we go. Now the footer is gone because we don't have any items. Let's add an item. Foo. It's there, and we have one item left. Bar, Baz. 3 items left. Let's check 2 off. We get the button. What happens when we click it? They're gone. That's the entire set of TodoMVC features finished with Hyperapp.